What's up? How you doing? It's it's my voice calming instantly. A lot of things.
Yeah, these surveys. So it's calm. Like, okay, here we go. Half words. That was bad.
The Hawks. Yeah, you won't fall back. Yeah, I know. All right, dropping the puck here in Dassel High School. The Litchfield Fighting Dragons. Oh, icing. So we'll crank it back this way here. Face off coming in the Hawks end here. Callahan, center, with she pulls that face off back smoothly. Emma throws it back into the middle, finds Callahan. Callahan streaking up the side. She'll push it into the zone. Callahan on the attack. Litchfield player goes down. That's me neighbor firing it out of the zone. She'll come back, circle around, and Litchfield with a shot out front. Me neighbor tries to go off the wall to Grillo. Callahan trying to kick it out. Puck still in the zone here. Pushed back into the middle. Emma Butler in pursuit. She'll go off for a change. Grillo out with Harmer just out of the outstretched stick of Harmer there. Here comes Litchfield entering in. Harmer got a stick on it, deflects in. Allie Butler throws it back to Kohler. Kohler up the boards strongly off Butler's stick. Puck comes back in. Kohler on the attack. 4 Hawks surround the puck there. Harmer pressing with Grillo. Omen stays high. Kohler steps down. Bodie trying to chip it in. Couldn't. Omen swinging it around, looking up ice. Pushed it up off the boards to Grillo. And they'll push it back in the zone here. Bodie looking up to Kohler. Kohler. Nice chip out. Here comes Omen with some speed up the ice. He hits Harmer, who dumps it in. Change coming now. Moline on the attack with Johnson and on the net. There's a shot out front. Save. They score. Moline found a slow puck through the crease, and the Litchfield goalie lost track of it there. So the Hawks go up 1. Dahlin, nice assist there, I think. Me neighbor gets to the line, flutters that one in. I'd like to see that one get hammered in. Kind of fluttered over her stick. She probably wanted to do that. Butler pulling it back. Looks over to me neighbor. Cross ice pass to Dahl. Dahl gets across that red line, blue line. Drops it in. Butler, oh sorry, that was me neighbor. Came streaking in from her deep position. Johnson flips it in. Callahan. Elin Dahl. Johnson on the assist for that Moline goal. So the Hawks. Thank you. Bodie, Omen, drop back on D. Litchfield. Ooh, they called an icing on that one. Ooh. Tight eyes by that referee. And the Litchfield parents not super happy with that call. So the fans really on top of the ice here, giving the ref a little bit of education. Butler pushing back at Sturgis. Sturgis skating after it in the corner. They try to chip it out. Here comes Bodie on D. Sturgis, good back check. And they're offsides. Wow. Cameraman missed his training. We have a face-off here right in front of us. Steep bleachers. in this rink. What's new? It's just a tin barn with some rafters in the rink. Omen will crash down, throw one on net, that gets picked off in front. The Hawks. Kohler had it for a brief second. Omen looking up the ice. Litchfield changing. She's moving through traffic. She'll dump it in. Hawks pinched up in the corner there. Grillo unable to get it off the wall. Litchfield changes. That was an odd change. Hawks got to check up. Farmer hacking at it with knee neighbor. Good play by Grillo. Bodie will dump. Oh, no, that's Farmer dumping it in. 19 and 18. It's very similar. Kohler pressuring in the corner. Litchfield trying to escape. Moline coming fast off the bench. Johnson trying to hold the blue line. She does. Throws it to a Litchfield player. Allie Butler tries to flip it forward, trying to get it across the red line, and they're probably offside. Ooh, they stay onside. Centered pass, shot, deflected. Moline throws it into the corner to Dahl on it. She'll spin around. Ooh, nice move. Centers it. Moline had a chance at it. Knee neighbor deep. Another centering attempt there through the crease. Litchfield just trying to get it out of there. There's a shot by Butler. That's pad saved into the corner. Johnson battling with Moline. Centered, no one home. Here comes knee neighbor picking that off on top of the circle. She throws it up on top. Here comes she passed on it. Butler's going to fire one in. Butler fires it in. Shot saved. Sounded pretty heavy. Gloved pad saved. Bodie Omen out on D. Callahan takes that face off. Quick shot by Emma Butler. I like that. Hawks coming out aggressive. Callahan goes down. I don't know if he got tripped there, lost an edge. But the Hawks recover. They stay on the attack. Litchfield to eject out of the zone. Omen into the corner. She pulls it out. Looking up ice. Puts the brakes on. Fires it over to Bodie. Bodie up the ice to Sturgis. Sturgis 3-on-2 here to Callahan. Callahan fire that one in. Hit the player out front. Callahan. Bodie's going to get a shot on that one. Shot saved. Good attack there by the Hawks on that zone entry. Callahan still battling. Omen's going to step up into this. She'll dump it into the corner. Butler pushes it out front to Callahan. Callahan draws it back. Finds Bodie out front. Bodie with a shot out front. That made it through. Goalie makes a save. Omen behind the net. Gets wedged into the boards. Here comes some help. Emma Butler and Omen stuck in the corner with it right now. Omen just holding it, looks like. Puck comes out of their skates. Puck comes out. Callahan, though, still on the attack. Up to Bodie. Bodie finds Kohler. Kohler behind the back. Nice little slick move. She goes to Bodie. Bodie with a potential shot here coming. There's a shot save in the corner. Hawks really firing here. Getting some good shots so far. Grillo tied up. Harmer spinning around behind the net. That could be an ice if it gets there. I think they just said no ice. Yep, it did not get there. Omen pulls it behind the net there, up against the boards to Bodie. Bodie. Kohler tried to do a little backhand to Harmer. Puck does come out, though. Nice play by Kohler. Kohler harassing the Litchfield players there through the neutral zone. Litchfield up and out of the zone. Allie Butler now and knee neighbor. One of the changes tonight you'll hear is Emma Butler is on playing forward. We got two lines of D with Butler and knee neighbor, and then Omen and Bodie playing D. Knee neighbor working behind the net. Puts the brakes on. Goes back to Moline. Moline looking up to Allie Butler. Allie Butler chips to the head. Allie will fire one on net. That's saved. Strong play by the Hawks. Johnson wheeling through traffic. Butler tries to throw one on net. That gets blocked. Here comes Butler again. Butler looking to Dahl. Dahl chips one back in. New neighbor spinning around, putting the brakes on. Butler on top. She's got some space. Butler sees on the backside Johnson. Net gets knocked off. Net gets knocked off. We'll have a reset. Johnson taking his face off. Face-off win Hawks up to Butler. Butler back to knee neighbor quickly. Johnson spins around, looks deep, throws it to Moline. Moline tried to center it. Litchfield pulls it out. That's off the wall. Here comes Litchfield. There's a shot saved Savannah. And Savannah dives on that one. Extinguishes that attempt. Hawks will change everybody. Got 1-0 Hawks here. Owen pulling it off. Puck's kind of died down in that corner there. Armour battling in the corner, staying physical. It's like Hendricks out there in this shift. With here comes Owen looking up the ice. Hits Harmer off the wall. We probably have an icing. Yep. $7-10. Huh? Oh yeah. 7-10 here left in the first. Hawks up 1-0. Wahoviak just took his jacket off and his hat. He's hot. Here comes Callahan working it up. Had the puck knocked off his stick there. Butler floats it in. Litchfield knocks it down. They escape out of the zone and dump it in. Ooh, Litchfield player loses an edge. Goes down pretty hard. It's a shot on Savannah. She makes that save. Callahan taking his face off. Bouncing puck. Callahan does a good job tying her up. Hawks come out with it. Butler back to Butler. Emma Butler, that is. Callahan looking up ice. She patiently just lets the crowd disperse. There's a shot over the glove of the Litchfield goalie. Kicked back in. Butler on it. Butler working it in the corner. Sturgis had it for a brief moment on his stick. Callahan pulls it back the other way. 1-on-4. Callahan fires one in. Shot saved. Callahan put that one in the breadbasket. But it results in an in-zone face-off, so it's not all bad. The effort resulted in an in-zone face-off. Hawks will have to retreat here. Omen will step up. Wall off the players. Create some space. Allows the Hawks to enter the zone. Kohler tied up. Harmer tying up. Omen looking up the ice. Looking to attack. Spins back around. It's Hits Harmer. Harmer trying to dump it in. Puck comes back. Omen looking over to Bodie. Bodie up to Kohler. Kohler off the wall to Harmer. She centers it to Grillo. It was on Grillo's backhand. She couldn't handle that one. Harmer into the corner to Kohler. Kohler. Puck's going to come to the top here. Omen goes back to Bodie. Or not back to Bodie, to Bodie. And the Hawks. Bodie dumps it in. Grillo on the attack. Harmer going for a change. Omen elects just to hold off. Bodie circles around behind the net. Trying to hit Grillo. Back to Bodie. Bodie working up the ice. She goes down. No tripping. Here comes Johnson in the zone. She holds, fires up off the glass. That was deflected. Off the board. Bodie off the board. Litchfield offsides there. So Hawks will change D, change some others. We'll face off right in front of us. Moline working through traffic, knocked off her stick. Moline's got to get back on sides. Johnson works it through, pass back. Moline, nice pass over to Butler. Butler's going to rip one in, shot save out front. A little 60 here. Butler backhands one into the middle. Back to Butler. Butler kicks it to herself. Moline in the corner, tied up. Litchfield kicks it back to Dahl. Dahl up to Nienaber. Nienaber. Dahl looking for a shot. There's a shot. Callahan with a rocket off the goalie up into the netting. They blew it dead there. I think someone was in the crease. Some parents think so. Not sure. Owen puck on stick. She'll rip in, set into one there. Fired on net. Save. Sturgis finds Butler. Sturgis cutting in. Omen. She'll fire one in. Shot. Save. Face off here coming in zone. Butler finds Bodie. Bodie fires one on net. Save. Puck's loose. Chipped around. Omen right on the doorstep. Took a shot. Got deflected. Callahan walling off the player. Trying to hold the zone here up against the wall. Callahan weaving through traffic. Omen on the backside. Callahan puts the brakes on. Just making people look foolish with her stick handling. Bodie. Omen calling for it. Omen will rifle one in. Shot save. A lot of shots coming from the outside right now from the Hawks. Litchfield packing it in. We just do some of those. We just got to keep shooting and things will happen. Omen into the corner. Pulls it back. Hawks now with 13 shots. Omen looking up the ice. Looking for a forward to hit. Up to Butler. A little bit too hard. Bodie pulls that one off. Here comes Sturgis. Sturgis to Callahan. Callahan probably. Oh, she's going 1-on-5. Let's see this. 1-on-5. Dang, good move by Callahan. She gets pushed into the boards. She couldn't get a shot off. That would have been entertaining. Omen puck on stick. She'll throw it in up and off the glass. She'll go for a change. Puck's going to come back. Callahan coming off. Long shift there. Kohler. Neighbor pulling it back. Goes up to Butler. There's a shot. Kohler with a good ripper there. There was some open net, but goalie made a blocker save. 1:30 here left in the first. Kohler leaves it for Neighbor. Here comes Neighbor working up the ice. Grillo, nice chip in. Litchfield will pull it off the boards. Kohler overskated that one. Harmer on the attack with Grillo. Harmer digging it out of the corner. Kohler pulls it out of there. Kohler in the circle. Fired it. And will whiff. Here comes Butler. Butler swinging around. Shot saved. Puck was loose. Good shot by Kohler. 15 shots now for the Hawks. 1 goal, though. Hawks definitely on the attack mode here. Piling up the shots. Just 1 goal, though, to on the board. Back to Omen. Omen back flips that one into the corner. Moline behind the net. Tied up. Johnson. Shot out front. Dahl had a stick on that one briefly with 41 seconds left here in the first. Moline with some moves behind the net. Dahl had a chance there. Omen, she'll swing back. She'll pull that one back to Dahl. Dahl pushes it back in the middle. Bodie, whiffed on that one. Omen throws it back to Johnson. Nice play. Johnson spins around. Johnson had it knocked off her stick. Bodie just trying to get to that line. She does. She'll dump it in. 12 seconds left. Hendricks in the corner. She'll press in the wall there, and Litchfield will just eat it up. So we'll be back in 15 minutes. All right. I'm watching Blahoviak behind me. Make sure he doesn't fall down. Oh, he's in control. Okay. Back for period 2 here. Shots 15-3. Hawks need to start shooting for corners and some pads for rebounds to turn on the scoring here. Butler kicks it forward. Nice play by Butler. Litchfield buried in the corner there. Up to the top. Puck slow through the boards. Callahan thought it was going to get up to Neighbor, but Butler on the attack. Good job, Allie. Sorry, that's Emma. Callahan flips it up to Neighbor. Neighbor's going to step into one and shoot that thing. That goes wide. Butler pinches down hard. Butler with it. Elbow into the corner there. Emma Butler on the other side. Neighbor's pinching down. Emma grinding against the wall there with the Litchfield player. Callahan. She'll play a little D. That's not icing. Oh, pocket. Zamboni put a lot of water on the ice. That's offsides. What? No. Sturgis up off the wall trying to slam it to Callahan. Puck comes through neutral and Litchfield off the boards. Butler pulls it back. Goes to Sturgis, who can't fling it forward as she goes off of her change. Litchfield. Ooh, nice skating there. Nice play by Litchfield. They dug their edges in and got a shot. That was really nice. Here comes Kohler with Grillo. Kohler diving in. She fires one in. Safe. And four. Farmer found a juicy rebound. Came sliding in. And the Hawks with 1:35 gone in the second go up 2-0. Pressure coming from Kohler. She took a good shot and juicy rebound out front. Harmer goes down to a knee and then smokes that one. No doubter on that one. Savannah, though, had a nice save just a little bit before that. Omen throws it over to Bodie. Bodie up the ice. Good job by Kohler. Off her stick in deep. One of the dads had a very good observation here between the periods. The space between the net and the boards is a little bigger than normal. Bodie fires one in on net. That hit Harmer in the back. Omen will D up, and that'll go off the wall and go deep. Savannah plays it behind the net. She'll hustle back into the crease. Kohler up the ice to Grillo. Grillo finds it off the boards. Can't handle it, though. Came pretty hot off the boards. Grillo takes a shoulder down in front. Bit of a tackle. And that's actually a good play by Litchfield. They have a soft your shoulder down and drive the player off the paint. Bodie off the board. Goes it in deep. Omen will grab that. That's probably going to be icing. Icing waved off. Omen looking up the ice. She fires one into Moline. Nice catch by Moline up to Dahl. Dahl hitting the zone with some speed. Moline streaking. Puts the brakes on. Omen will pull that off the board. So go back to Dahl. Dahl centers it. Flying through the crease there. Bodie pinches down. Comes back in the zone. Shipped forward. Bodie looks over to Omen. Omen looking up ice. Moving through traffic. Gets knocked down. Hawks. Continued pressure in the zone. Not giving much space for Litchfield. Callahan sees Sturgis. Callahan takes it herself. Puck comes flying back out. Omen goes off. Oh, no. Too many people on the ice, I think. More than likely. Butler's got to go to the box. I mean, She's going off. Too many people on the ice. Marion was stepping off, and the puck hit her. Sturgis will serve that. I think it was too many people on the ice there. I don't know if that's just bad luck or if we got off the ice flow. Not sure. But Hawks will have to fend off at 5-on-4. Puck's going to come out. Pretty sure that was too many people on the ice. Litchfield entering the zone. Neighbor stands her up. Butler tried to flip it out. Oh, Litchfield player went down on some slippery ice there. Puck gets hung up on top. Good job by Emma Butler, pinching out. Top, oop. Neighbor had to go around her stick. Neighbor, had her stick get cut up in a ref. Neighbor working behind on Litchfield here. They try a little give and go. Bench minor. Sturgis, so it's a bench minor. Puck's loose out in front. Hawks trying to get it out right now. Ooh, Hawks almost exited the zone with some speed. They score. You won. Hawks now here with 12:30 here left in the second. Find themselves looking at a 2-1 score. See how we rebound here. Bodie. Puck's going to come flying out. Icing. Good face-off win by the Hawks. Omen with a lot of space. She'll fire one in. Up and over the net. Hit a stick of the goalie. Farmer bottled up in the corner. Up to Johnson. Johnson. Omen will have to retreat. With Bodie's on D there. Good play by the Hawks. Squashing that. Omen puts the brakes on behind the net. Looking up ice. She finds Bodie. Bodie up the wall to Dahl. Good stick by Dahl. Johnson was there. Omen weaving through traffic. Pulling it back, looking up to Dahl. Dahl, she'll throw it in. Kohler chips it off the wall. Nice little play there. Kohler. Try to find a player out front. And we'll reset back this way. Bodie back to Omen. Omen stretch pass up to Grillo. Grillo couldn't hold the wall. Omen back to Grillo. Grillo chips it out. Harmer had it briefly. Omen pulling it back out, looking up ice. Pulls it back. Goes to Bodie across the ice. Hawks trying to get it out. They do. Hawks got to defend here. There's a shot on Blahoviak. She saves. .10:30 left in the second. Callahan. The face-off go between her legs. Butler pulls that out of the air. Emma Butler goes back to Callahan. Callahan chips it out. Hawks chasing after it with some speed. Sturgis gets there. Callahan gets there. Blahoviak pinches down. Oh, I'm sorry. Jesus. Knee neighbor. I was looking at Blahoviak. And puck's going to come out. Butler. Trying to hit Callahan going up the ice. Litchfield. Putting some pressure on right now on the Hawks. Hawks kind of bottled up in their zone and not able to kind of clean through the neutral zone. Icing waved off. Said they could have played that one. Here comes Moline. Pick that one off. Shot, save. Rebound. Not in the direction of a Hawk. Allie Butler steps into that one. I've seen a lot of that tonight. Hawks able to step in to zone exits, but unable to capitalize there. Here comes Dahl circling back. She finds Johnson. Johnson looks over to Moline. Just behind Moline. Moline back up to Omen. Omen fires one in on net. Shot save. They score. Omen put that one on net. Rebound. Johnson finds the net, and the Hawks go up 3-1. Owen spins it up through neutral zone here. Gets it in deep. Johnson and Dahl battling in the corner. Relo. Puck's loose. Dahl is tied up. Whoops. Omen looking up the ice. It's the brakes on. I think knocked off her stick. Looking up to Grillo. The brakes on again. Gives it to Bodie. Bodie up the all to Dahl. Dahl finds Bodie. Bodie spinning through. Finds Johnson off Johnson's stick. Johnson tied up the player there just enough. Omen waiting for things to clear out. Omen back to Bodie. Litchfield headed the wrong way there. Relo on it. Harmer gets hammered on the legs. No call. Omen will back up on D. There's a shot on Savannah. That goes way wide. Bodie up ice. Goes off Relo's stick. Harmer goes down in a heap. Omen will back off. There's a shot on Blahoviak. Harmer trying to get out of there. There's a shot on Blahoviak. Puck loose in front. Bodie with a good defensive play. Bodies all over the place. Hawks, nice chip out there. Here comes Kohler. Kohler, she'll fire one in. That goes wide. Puck and stick got deflected there. Grillo wraps it around. That was a crazy sequence there. There's a shot. The puck loose. Harmer down deep. Harmer digging around there. Off the boards. Try to kick it in the center. Things heating up a little bit here in that sequence. Knee neighbor pulls it off the board. Oop. Back to Harmer. Harmer drops it for Kohler. Kohler fires one in. Shot save.
That was a big save.
There's a lot going on there. Hawks will change all five. That was kind of a nutty sequence. Back to Butler. Butler fires that one in on net. That's deflected. Nice job, Butler. Emma Butler with a nice body position on that Litchfield player. Keeping the pressure on. That's icing, people. And we'll keep it down here. 6:28 left here in the second. Callahan unable to control that, but Butler able to pull it off the wall. Butler up to knee neighbor. Knee neighbor, little hesitation there. Litchfield pulls it out of there. A bit of a 3-on-3. That's not really a shot, but Savannah kicks that away. Back to knee neighbor. Knee neighbor looking up ice to Butler. Butler trying to chip it out. Gets lost in some skates. Allie Butler on it. She'll pull it out. Up the middle here. Dangerous. She comes out with a clean though. Allie working the puck up. And Hawks must have been offside. Allie a little hesitant on the blue line. And Callahan was streaking. And Callahan couldn't hold back there and cross. So 5:48 here left in the second. Face off right in front of us. That gets pulled back to Litchfield. Dahl on the attack. Johnson pressuring. Puck comes back. Moline on it. Now puck comes up. Centered. Moline working it up. This bar in the way here. Dahl trying to get a stick on it, just get it deep. She does. Like I can read her mind. Dahl overskated it a little bit. Sees Omen up on top. Centered it. Moline tried a one-timer out front. Like it went off the heel of her stick. Bodie fires one in on net. Save. Puck is loose. Johnson got a stick on it. They score. Moline with a garbage goal.
That's 3.
Out front, talking to her dad in between periods. He said her goals this year have been a total of 10 feet out from the net. And now it's 11 feet. So Moline grinding in front of the net, awarded with a goal for her effort. Omen seeing a lot of space in front of her. She'll rip through, pull it back, throw it in. Dahl along the boards. She gets pinned up. She chips it back. Omen super deep. Moline now on it. Johnson throws it across to Bodie. Bodie fires one on net. Puck loose again. Hawks will change all 5. 4:43 here left in the third. Hawks with that 4-1 lead. Face-off control. Knee neighbor trying to pull it back. Kohler defending. She's got to skate backwards. She kind of stalled out there. Races back. Lahoviak had a bounce off her. Here comes Kohler off the boards to Grillo. Grillo skating up, pulls it back to Kohler. Kohler fires one in. And the goalie snags that. Is that a shot on goal when the goalie makes a save like that, even though it was going way out?
Go in, it depends. I mean, it's supposed to be if it was going to go in. But
That's a
I
shot.
suppose on that they probably mark it because you never know. It's there.
Right. Yeah.
I think that one's debatable.
Gotcha. Knee neighbor's got to pull back. Here comes Litchfield. Good play by knee neighbor. Okay. Knocking that one off the stick there. Here comes Grillo. Grillo with Harmer on her right. They cross in sequence. Unable to connect though. Grillo fired it back. Knee neighbor pulling it off the board. She throws it back. Knee neighbor with it again. Up off the boards. Puck comes in again. Put me on repeat. Butler up to Grillo. Hawks starts streaking. Pull it off her stick through neutral zone. She'll sprint down into the corner. Kick it down. Hawks change a few. Omen will wheel back. Throw it to Bodie. Bodie, nice pass. Oh, up to Callahan. That had some potential. Bodie in good defensive position. Omen battling in the corner with Litchfield. Callahan takes it out of there. Ooh. Omen taking a stick whack there. That was that should have been called. So look back and look at that. Callahan, that's Butler working in the corner. Hawks quickly on him. They all get tied up. Bodie looks over to Omen. Omen circling. Throws it over to Butler. Butler tries to chip it to Callahan, but it goes to Sturgis. They attack. There's a shot. That goes over the net. Sturgis' stick got hit. Butler into the corner. Bodie there. Callahan trying to get it on her stick. Callahan goes down. Puck's out front. A lot of chaos on this shift here. Callahan comes in, knocks the Litchfield player down. Callahan centers it. Lizzie went to the box thinking she got called. The ref blew the whistle. No penalty. So no one's really sure what's going on. The ref blew it dead in the corner for no reason other than we won't get an explanation. This isn't the NHL. So why was the whistle blown? So we'll reset here. Yeah, we won't get an explanation. Harmer, nice pass across to Neighbor. Neighbor's going to fire that one in. That went just wide. Harmer looking across, finds Butler. Butler over to Neighbor. Neighbor with a lot of space. She'll fire one in. Shot, hit a player up front. Harmer goes down, whacked at it. And face off deep in the Litchfield zone. .158 left in the second. Johnson in the corner with Harmer and Twilliger. Butler. Ooh, it goes down. The legs got taken out from underneath her. There. Nice play by Harmer. Harmer takes that off her pad, centers it, tried to find Twilliger out front. Twilliger throws it back to Hendricks. Hendricks centered it. And we'll have to retreat here. Neighbor playing D. Good stick there. Here comes Hendricks. Hendricks harassed. Kind of hooked, kind of not. Here comes Harmer. Harmer trying to find Butler. Can't. They get it in deep on net. Blahoviak kicks that one aside. Is that a shot on goal from up there?
Yeah, it would have went in.
Okay. Puck comes up to Moline. Moline gets walled off. We need to go talk to them about that. Litchfield up the ice. Butler playing some D. They get through that. That should be a shot. Yep, 9 shots now for Litchfield. Nice pass from Moline to Dahl. Hawks enter the zone. Dahl digging her skates in up to Butler. Butler, she'll fire that one to walk the line. Slap shot. Hit a player out front. Butler with some juice on that one. Dahl spins back around to Johnson with 20 seconds left here. Up to Butler. Butler finds Omen across. Omen fires one in to Moline. Shot, save. Omen went across the ice to Moline there. Bottled up here with 3 seconds left, and that'll wrap up the second period. Stay tuned for Chuck a Puck. I'll leave it right here. Brad Butler is going for his 6th win of the year in Chuck a Puck. I think he's paying for his girls' education with his Chuck a Puck winnings. So we'll see how he does here. We're going to focus in on Brad Butler because he claims to be an expert at chuck-a-pucking. So I'll try to get him in here. He's got his position. Johnson's got to move. Moline's now on the way. Okay, Brad Butler. There goes Brad Butler's first toss. Brad Butler. There's Brad Butler's first toss. And he's right next to it. Brad Butler's going. There's Brad Butler's next puck. Oh, Brad might be the closest right now. He's in the running. Oh, nope, he's not. He got blocked. And but that one got knocked out. Well, now there's one in the circle. Kohler tried to get in there. Oh, he bumps one forward. Another one gets bumped forward. We'll see. Brad sat down. I don't think he won. We'll let you know who wins. There's a clear winner. Let's see. She's got to grab it. $86 for the winner. Let's watch that guy. Make sure he's. No one that we know won. So, Brad, gas money. Not one tonight. Thankfully, there's no basketball game tonight on the ice. So, we'll be back in like 14 minutes. All right, Hawks back at it here. Lizzie pushing that face-off forward. We got a 4-1 score in the third period. Shots 27-9. Hawks. See if the Hawks can finish. Oh, Litchfield player just went down off some edge. Oh, Hawks, the ice is still a little wet behind the net. There we go. Allie flips it forward. Callahan on the attack. Sturgis comes in with some speed. Puck dies again. Zamboni driver puts a lot of water on the ice. Here comes Callahan. Callahan goes through one, goes through two, goes through three. Oh! Goes down hard. And no goal. Callahan getting up a little slow. Puck went in, and they blew it dead. Huh. Callahan skating off, thankfully okay. And they're going to pull the puck out of the zone. I don't understand. So, Hawks will reset. Harmer taking that jumping face-off. Omen receives the pass from Bodie. Bodie hits Grillo. I'm sorry, Omen hits Grillo. Puck stops. Omen floats on one on net. Deflected. Harmer put a stick on it. Deflected. Omen's going to step up, get a puck on it, tried to slow it down. Puck is doing its own slowdown this right now with all the water they put on. Bodie surveys. Where'd it go? No idea what's going on. That's a shot on goal right there, Blahoviak. Yep, tally that one. Blahoviak is feeling slighted right now with the number of shots that Savannah is not getting calculated in her stats. The shots are maybe the scoreboard's stuck at 9. There's no 10. Oh, through Bodie's leg. Puck comes out. Harmer able to get it out. Here comes Kohler streaking up the side. Got one to beat. Kohler fires one in on net. That goes a little wide. Bodie and Omen retreat. Omen to pull it off the boards. Oh, just turned around. Don't know how that wasn't a penalty. That like she's okay. That looks kind of awkward. She got spun around there. Johnson over to Omen. Omen looking up ice. Litchfield will bring it back in the zone. They'll push it up the wall. And they'll go back to the center of the ice. Bodie. Omen defending. That goes towards Blahoviak. She'll watch it go by. Not a shot on goal. Blahoviak said no. Puck comes back in behind the net. It's around and around we go here. Omen along the board. Trying to peel it up. Looking for some space. It's Johnson. Johnson up to Dahl. Dahl tried a little bit of a move. Picked her off there by Litchfield. 14:20 left here in the third. Puck stops behind the net. Scrappy ice. Loose, loose, loose. Fighting, pushing, loose. And the net comes off again. So, Hawks roll out Hendricks. Riley Hoffman and Terwilliger. I don't know what the Litchfield coach is saying there, but looking for an explanation. Zoom in on this a little bit, see what they're talking about. Yep, sounds good. I'll get it next time. Oh, got some help. Heck yeah, good stuff. All right, maybe they'll go to Thirsties afterwards. 14:07 here left in the third. Terwilliger taking this face off. Oh, nice face-off win by Terwilliger. Hoffman throws it back to Neighbor. Neighbor went down. Riley covering up on D. Another player went down. And the Hawks are going to have to kill a penalty here. Somebody tripped, I think, maybe Terwilliger. So we'll pull it down here. We'll have to play some Swilliger going to the box for a trip. Hawks will roll out Harmer and Kohler. Butler and neighbor. Shots 29-9. Face off there. Kohler, or that was Harmer actually winning that face off. There's a shot that goes way wide. Even a shot there. Neighbor. Alley goes in. Neighbor working. Kohler up to the top. Here comes a shot. Up and over the net. Tipped. Here comes Neighbor. Neighbor will fire it off the glass. Kohler with a nice play to knock it down. Here comes Kohler doing some drag magic. Litchfield blows a tire. Shot. Ooh, Harmer just past her. Butler defends well along the boards. Oh, Harmer blew a tire. Her skate got turned. Harmer off the wall to Butler. Butler racing up the ice. Butler knocked off her stick. Good job, Harmer. Getting a push into the zone. Off Harmer. Harmer getting it deep. Still on the puck. Still in pursuit. Good job by Harmer. She'll probably need a change there. She exhausted. Oh, Kohler probably getting called for a trip. And we're going to have a 5-on-3 here for a little bit. Bodie's going to touch up, and we will have a 5-on-3. Maybe Hawks can score on a 5-on-3. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Kohler took a big whack at the Litchfield skater. So Hawks up 4-1 here. Now that's some work to do. We're going to have a 5-on-3 for 47 seconds, and then 5-on-4 for a minute 13. Omen goes back around. Bodie muscling in the corner. And we got a 5-on-3. Omen behind the net, defending. Litchfield getting it set up. Doing Callahan. Help that one go in the corner. Omen, stick on the ice. Bodie attacks. Omen swiping. Swiper, no swiping. Omen. There's a shot to Blahoviak. Bouncing puck. Blahoviak gobbles that up. There's 2 shots. Oh, there's 10 now. Oh, 4. Finally got up. Blahoviak. You don't want him to have a heart attack. He thinks he's getting vocal. 4-1 Hawks. Shots are now 10. Callahan taking the face off. That dribbles up to the point here. They try a one-timer that hit a Litchfield player. Callahan's gonna, she had it on her stick, tried to rip it down the ice. Hit the stick of they try to go back door. Callahan, Omen now. Callahan up. We're 5-on-4. Hawks. Callahan defending on top. Nice cross-ice pass by Litchfield. Back to the point. There's a shot. Kick saved away by Blahoviak. That'll be a shot. Yep, that was counted. Bodie. Puck on stick. Here come the Hawks. 3-on-1. Callahan, Omen, Butler. They're onside. Here comes a shot. Save. Oh. Butler put one in the breadbasket. Good shot at 3-on-1 there. Hawks. Killing some time off here with 40 seconds left. Here comes Litchfield weaving through traffic. Good back check there by Harmer, blowing stuff up as they enter the zone. Harmer rips it around the other way, and away we go. Ooh, that's shot on net. See if they count that. Yeah, Blahoviak. Oh, nice play. Did they give it to her?
They gave her the shot on that.
There's a shot that hits Butler's shin guard. Butler attacking there on the power play. There's a shot. I don't know if that was a save, but kicked away. Neighbor on it. The Whitehawks kill that off. And here they go. Here comes Kohler. Kohler up the ice with Kohler. Drags. Backhand. Save. And we'll have a face-off down in the zone here. Hawks roll back out, Bodie and Omen. Change out that penalty kill unit. Callahan taking this face-off. Sturgis behind the net, fires one in on net. Save Litchfield. Omen pinches down hard, throws that back and around. Bodie's got to hustle to get over there. Cut that off. Centered back. Omen Butler retreating. There's a shot. Save. Blahovia. 10:08 left in the third. Omen pulls that off the wall. Looking up ice. Looking for some people. Larry is saying skate it. Omen dumps that in. Bottled up along the wall. Callahan with some space. Callahan tried to hit Omen there. Omen not quite deep enough. Omen looking around. Spinning. Fires over to Callahan. Callahan had to go. Callahan doing some drags. Back to Bodie. Bodie fires one in. Shot save on the doorstep. Omen down low. Finds Callahan on top. Callahan goes back to Omen. Omen with some space. She'll fire one in. Shot save. Hawks. Litchfield changing in their zone. Hawks continue to attack. Puck comes up the wall. Ooh, I'd like to us to pinch down a little bit more. We change. Sturgis trying to get a stick on it. Hawks look a little bit tired there, so they'll change. And the puck comes in deep. Good shots there by the Hawks. Bodie and Omen exchanging presence behind the net there. Up the ice. Here comes Dahl off her stick. She streaks forward. Moline was wide open going in front of the net if she could have gotten there. Johnson off her stick. Shoot that. Shoot that. She shoots one. Shot saved. Puck is grabbed out of the air. Hawks now with 35 shots. Litchfield with 12. Shot, save. Butler, Dahl into the corner. Johnson pulling off, finds Butler. Butler winds and fires, scores! Butler buries that one. Tops the water bottle. She went high up and over the shoulder of the Litchfield goalie. And that's got to feel dang good. Shots now 37. Me neighbor battling along the wall. .7:45 left here in the third period. Echo by Allie Butler. Assisted by, I think I heard Caitlin Johnson. Riley Hoffman knocking it out of the zone. Litchfield will pull it back. Ooh, off the boards. Omen now with it up the ice. Let's see if she can make some moves here. She does. Wheels around, looking for a friend. Finds Harmer on top. Harmer fires one in. Save. Hit a player out front. I think the puck got through. Bodie wheeling it around, finds Omen. She'll go up across ice to Hendricks, through Hendricks' legs. Litchfield banging it out. Harmer will bang it in. She'll go on the attack. Grillo back to Harmer. Harmer, ooh. Kohler now off the bench. Kohler with some good physical play there. Grillo spins around. Up to Kohler. Kohler looking into the slot, got tied up. She's spinning around behind the net. 6:30 left. Had to come off her stick. Kohler still on the attack along with Grillo. And puck's going to come out. Omen will chase it down. Up to Kohler. Kohler with one to beat. Kohler looking to pass it out front. Fortunately, no one there besides the Litchfield player. Omen and Bodie D up. Shot, save. Lahoviak, that should count. Omen made a move in front of the net. She'll spin it back, throw it to Bodie. Bodie. Up the ice she goes. And Hawks are offside. Callahan on the attack. She gets spun around. Pirouettes. Grillo slashing. Light slashes, of course. Butler pulls it back. No one there. Oh, Hawks throwing out some other players here. Number 10 out there for the Hawks. She works it up ice. She'll dump it in. Butler will have to defend here. Hawks racing back. Nice back check there. Oh. Litchfield lost her stick. Sturgis in pursuit. Here comes the shot. High one. Savannah never saw that one. Off her shoulder. Goalie, yep. Callahan pulling it off the wall. Looking up ice. Hits Sturgis. Trying to race up. Litchfield keeps it in. Hawks looking to eject out of the zone. Off the boards. That's Emma Butler. Shot saved. Lahoviak. She'll have to get back across the crease. Saved again. Sturgis up to Butler. Just off Butler's stick. 4:20 left here. Oh, Litchfield player blew an edge. Knee neighbor with some speed. She'll dive into the zone. She gets walled off though. 3:50 left here in the third period. Hawks 5, Litchfield 1. Knee neighbor pushing it back to Johnson. Johnson looking up the ice. Up to Dahl. Dahl dumps it in. She stays with it. Moline out in front. Looking for another dirty goal. Came through the crease there on her. Johnson attacking again. She'll pull it back up to Bodie. Bodie throws it to Dahl. Oh, Omen on the backside. Omen with a lot of space. Oh my gosh. Omen hits the pipe. Had a pretty open net there. Puck's loose. Omen piped that one. Offside. Omen with time and space. Made the pipe. Omen fires that one in on net. Hendricks to the point. There's a shot that hits a shin out front. Hawks got to play some D. Omen in pursuit. Gets there with Savannah. defends that one. Terwilliger goes down. Hendricks trying to skate to the puck there. Does. She gets there. Hawks. Here comes Riley Hoffman. Hoffman with a shot. Omen. She drills one in. Finds the net there on that shot. She ping-pongs that one around. Looking up ice. Omen. Drops it in. She'll go off. Oh, wait. No, she stays on. Farmer battling. Oh. Who's that on? Oh, Grillo. Grillo going to the box. 1:53 here left. So Hawks got to go on a penalty kill here. Farmer taking his face off. See if she Hawks trying to dig it out of there. Litchfield wins that face off. Knee neighbor off the wall. Goes up to Kohler. Kohler has Harmer streaking. She floats one towards Harmer. They got to reset here. She pulls it back. Knee neighbor. 1:34 left here. They're on the power play. Litchfield, that is. Hawks on the kill. Harmer on the top. Being annoying. The Kohler one times it. Oh my gosh, the net was so open there.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit. That net was wide open. Kohler had 2 feet to shoot at, and she went wide left. But Hawks dumping it in. We wrap up here. Harmer, there's Kohler. Kohler fires one in. Kohler firing from the short side off the wall, and Litchfield goalie gobbles that up. So with 1:01 left here in the third, 1:09 left on that power play for Litchfield, which if you do the math, Callahan trying to take that one out. Can't. She loses that face off. Hawks trying to sniff out a shorthanded goal here. Omen behind the net. Throws it back to Bodie. Bodie trying to get it off the wall to Callahan. One more tip. Can't quite get there. Here comes Bodie. Bodie, that's all right. Butler will skate after it. 39 seconds left here. Bodie hanging back here with Litchfield player. Litchfield will try to drive it out of their zone. They do. They enter it in. Oop, dangerous in front of the net. Savannah loses her glove, and they blow it dead. Not seen that before. You lose both glove and stick? Huh. Yard sale there. Callahan skates off. Butler skates off. Harmer will take this face off. 20.8 seconds left. Shot deflected towards us here. 10 seconds left. She should shoot at number 10. We should have just shot that. 8 seconds left. I'd just shoot at number 10. 3 seconds. 2, 1. They try it one time. Oh, the Hawks come out victorious tonight. Couple stats. Shots on goal 42 for the Hawks, 16 for Litchfield. The next game.
More like 20 shots. 19, 18,
you need 20 shots.
What?
Nothing.
All right, she needed that.
Yep. Okay. Next game. Hey, later. Everybody take that home. Next game. Yeah, you too. Yeah, we'll see you. Next game for this group. At Hutchinson. So that'll be drive. And then at Holy Family. Hutchinson Tuesday, Holy Family next Thursday. That's what we got. And sometimes if you want me to call your name and you text me, you